Hey everyone, how's it going? So I'm doing a video tutorial on the flowers that I had posted yesterday on my Facebook page. If you don't know on my Facebook page, it's Lady J Layouts. So you can go ahead and look that up, and it would be appreciated if you went ahead and liked my page. And anyways, I was kind of playing around with the different tools that I had in my toolbox, and then you know, just playing around with different tweezers that I had and whatnot. So first things first, most of these flowers are made with I'll go ahead and kind of show you, two large 1 1/4 inch flowers, and then two 1 3/4 inch flowers, and then two 1 inch flowers. And so I'll show you, let me just twist my camera. So the large punch, I use this one. For the smaller punch, I use this punch. And for the last punch, I use just this little tiny punch. And they're all 5-petal punches. And so, anyways, so for the first flower, what I did is I used a decorative scissor on the edges of the petal. And on all the edges of the petals. And then I twisted them with some tweezers. And I have two different tweezers in my little stash. And they both open up. Although this one is a straight nose tweezer and this one is curved. So these are the two tools that I use for my first flower. Alright, so for my second flower, it's a very fluffy flower. I actually used some jewelry needle nose pliers for them. And let me see, hopefully I can get a close-up of these. There we go. And so they're pretty skinny. They do create a fluffier flower than these ones. These ones are created with the curved tweezers that open up. And so, let me see if I can get a... Oops, sorry for shaking the camera. So, as you can see, these ones are fluffier than these ones. And so, we will go ahead and get started on making them. So, let's go ahead and we're going to make this first flower right here. The one with the decorative edges. So I had already went ahead and pre-cut all the edges on these ones, but I will cut some with you. So you are just going to kind of go with the curve of the flower, and you're just kind of making it look a little tattered on the edges. Alright, just a few more. And you don't have to cut like a large chunk off. I'm actually just doing the tips, so that way you still get all the integrity of the flower in there. Alright, so we're going to use my skinny pliers. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the tweezers right in the middle. And with your finger, you're going to put it behind the second petal. And your thumb, you're going to put it behind the first petal. But you're going to twist. Oh, sorry. You're going to put it over this petal. So this one's behind, this one's over. And then you're going to twist all the way around without tearing the paper and just pull out. So you come up with that. So again, let me explain this. So the thumb is over and the finger is on the bottom. You're just going to twist and pull. Alright. Let me just finish up these ones. And once you get the hang of it, it's really quick and easy. And you can always glimmer mist these, make them sparkle a bit. But I just like doing them dry because it's a little bit faster. Alright, so you're going to start with the last petal. There we go. We're going to put some hot glue in the middle. And you're just going to offset these flowers. Alright. Put a little bit too much on that one, but anyways. So, and I like using hot glue because the stickiness lasts longer. And you don't have to worry about like glue coming undone. You just set it and forget it. Okay, and like I said, these ones are two-tone, so you can always do, you know, a singular color and get the same result. Although I think the two-tone ones are a little bit cooler because they add a little bit more dimension to your product. And then all you have to do is play around with these leaves however you want to set them. So there we go. We got your first flower. Set that aside. All right. So for the second flower, again, we got the two large punches, the small, medium one, and then the two really small ones. And for this one, we are going to use our jewelry pliers. Alright, so I'm going to twist 2 petals with you so that way you can kind of get the hang of twisting them. Let's see if I can do it closer. So you're going to put your thumb up here and your finger back. And these ones you want to make sure you're twisting all the way around, kind of like you're curling your hair. So you're going to twist and curl. And make sure you're being careful when you pull out because you don't want to tear the inside of these petals. And so... And don't worry about getting all these petals like curled perfectly or all symmetrically, because the beauty of flowers is they're not all the same. You know, they're just kind of like what you would find in nature. Different petal sizes, different petal colors. And so you're welcome to play around with all these colors. And you can, you know, do white and yellow or pink and, you know, whatever, pink and dark pink like I've done. Alright. So again, we're going to glue these flowers, put a dot right in the middle, offset them, and the thicker the cardstock, the more the flower will hold, but you don't want it too thick where you can't bend and curl the petals. So just find a medium, I guess a medium weight cardstock that you're happy with working with, and once you find that, just keep it in stock when you want to make some extra embellishments. And actually that's one of the reasons why I was making flowers, because I started to have a lot of scraps build up on me, and I do not do well with scraps. My room ends up looking like a mess. So there we go. We got our second flower, which is the jewelry needle nose pliers. Alright, and these last ones we're going to be using the tweezers, the rounded tweezers. Here we go. Alright, so we'll just go all the way around, being careful not to tear any of the petals, but if you do tear them, that's okay. Those are usually the ones that, so yeah, we just went ahead and tore that one. Those are usually the ones I put on the bottom of the flower to kind of hide it. Alright, and so these ones have a little bit of a tighter pinch on them because the metal around it is not so wide like the jewelry pliers. So let's see. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. If not, you guys, you know, if you have any questions, you can always ask. So again, almost twisting all the way around. Alright, so we will put these together. And you'll see how quick and easy these are to make, where you just, you know, want to get on a roll and start making a whole bunch of them. And I actually have a constant goal of trying to fill up one of my, my mom had given me some like bath soaps and stuff for Christmas, and she gave it to me in a big jar, a clear bucket. Let me see if I can go find it. So there we go, there's that flower. And so my goal is to keep this thing filled up. It's pretty large, so as you can see, I have all my flowers in here, and I just toss them in there whenever I'm making scraps. So anyways, I hope you guys like these flowers. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you later. Bye.